Hello and welcome to this mandatory compliance training on the brand new CYA regulation. This is really important for your roles, and in the next 60 minutes I'm going to take you through paragraph by paragraph to make sure that you have fully understood the regulation. Before I begin, this is the most critical thing. There is a form you need to fill in, is in the pack that I've sent you before. Before you engage in any activity that is covered by this regulation, please make sure that you...
Hey Steve, okay. Okay, listen, I've got some regulatory training.
Starting off with paragraph
I will have those sales for you at the top of the hour. I promise. I've got some regulatory training. You will have those numbers. Yes, I understand what's going to happen if I don't have those sales, but you can put that fist emoji away. I get your point. I will be back with you at the top of the hour.
Richard, could somebody ask Richard to be quiet, please? Richard, you're disrupting the training.
Look,
we've got a lot to get through this hour. Can someone send him a message to be quiet?
Okay, now I'm getting Steve. Now I'm getting text messages, so I've got to go. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for joining us. Yes. So as I was saying, we're now going to move on to paragraph number 2, and I want to point out that there's a linkage between something that's on page 35 of the pack. So can you go to page 35 of the pack that was sent to you beforehand? That you will of course have read prior to this training, because this is not taking you through the detail. This is just literally making sure that you understand the key selling points. So on page 35 of that pack that you have pre-read, you will see the relevant paragraph that links back to paragraph 2. Very critical to understand the global and the national nexus on this. So do have a look at that one. As you're reading paragraph 2 in future, make sure you're linked through to paragraph 36 as well, because those two things are interrelated. Moving on then, we have paragraph 3. Very, very quickly. So I want to get you to turn now to page 6 of the pack, where we have got a very critical paragraph.
Steve,
that I need you to take a look at.
It's not the top of the hour yet.
Now, because you have read this in advance,
they're finishing up this training. Can I just...
What I am just going to do is point...
No, I understand that I'm paid from your budget and not the regulatory budget. Okay, I got it.
Words global,
okay, I'm coming.
Corporate. Those are highly... And in conclusion, the most important thing, and I was told on a training course to leave the really key things right until the end so you remember them, is that you need to get approval before you proceed with any course of action that is outlined in this. So you must have approval before proceeding. If you take one thing away from the session, that is it. Thank you so much for attending. I'll see you next week for another one of these mandatory compliance sessions.
Well, hi, Christian. I don't know about you, but I'm much happier to be back in my current self than my former self.
That was hard work, Richard. I mean, not the most fun memories to relive.
But easily avoidable. What do you think?
Yeah, look, I think the things that didn't go according to plan, the bits that you as an attendee missed, all of that was entirely avoidable.
It goes back to, are we looking at our virtual engagements from the audience perspective, not necessarily from our perspective?
Look, I mean, the ultimate test here, Richard, as to whether training is successful is not whether you've managed to get through the materials, but actually has the target audience, the people that are there, have they actually understood the subject? Have they come away with the knowledge that they need to have?
How about we put together a checklist of maybe the top 10 things that you should think about on your next virtual engagement from the audience perspective?
I think that is a great idea, Richard. So if the people watching this want to get hold of our tips, both this one and future ones and videos like this, then if they look here or somewhere, they'll find a place to sign up, and they will then receive those before everybody else by joining our mailing list.
So for my current self, wishing everyone continued good health and safety.